Year 1806 was a significant year in the history of banking in India. It was this year that the journey of State Bank of India began with the Bank of Calcutta, the first modern bank to be set up in the Indian subcontinent for European businesses. This bank was followed by the Bank of Bombay in 1840 and the Bank of Madras in 1843 for the other two presidencies. In 1921, the three presidency banks were merged to become the Imperial Bank of India, a bank synonymous with lofty banking traditions and high standards of integrity, serving some of the most illustrious Indians and the common man with unwavering integrity, passion and dedication. On 1st July 1955, under a special act, the State Bank of India Act, the Imperial Bank of India became the State Bank of India. What used to be a purely commercial enterprise rededicated itself to being a national bank. To ensure that the bank moved in the right direction, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru took the initiative of selecting the first central board and appointed a former finance minister, Dr. John Mathai, as the first chairman. On 1st October 1959, with the passing of the Subsidiary Banks Act, State Bank of Hyderabad became the first subsidiary of SBI, followed by the takeover of major state-associated banks as its subsidiaries. As India embraced the Industrial Revolution of the 60s, SBI played a major role in financing industrial expansion of key sectors like iron and steel, manufacturing, power, ports, jute production, cotton mills, and so on. In the early 70s, the bank catalyzed the ongoing grain revolution by providing finance directly to cultivators, generating employment and creating self-sufficiency in food grains. To promote efficient, effective and low-cost delivery models, State Bank of India began sponsoring regional rural banks. Today, the bank sponsors 16 RRBs in remote locations around India, answering the needs of small farmers, agricultural laborers, artisans and small entrepreneurs. In the early 90s, the bank became the first public sector bank to access the domestic and international capital markets with a simultaneous bonds and rights cum public equity issue, catapulting SBI as one of the top 5 most valuable contributors to the economy, a position which it maintains till date. Followed by the first ever global depository receipt issue issued by a commercial bank in 1996. By the year 2008, one of the world's largest co-banking solutions had been successfully implemented, linking up even far-flung places that were accessible only by foot or boat. The bank used technology as a great enabler in empowering customers to bank from anywhere, anytime, and introduced alternate banking channels to facilitate 24/7 banking across the globe for SBI, taking modern-day banking conveniences to the customer's fingertips. SBI is also well-positioned for direct transfer of subsidies to customers' accounts electronically. The bank was always for the development of industries as a major driver of progress and employment generation. It began to play a major role in financing industrial growth, production, exports, and market expansion. This activity was not just restricted to large industries, but percolated down to micro, small, and medium enterprises.